Guys, it's Winston here. Today, my topic is about how to live in the present moment all the time. The question first is it possible to live in the present moment all the time? I don't think so. It's not that possible. Recently, I read a book on the power of now, and Eckhart Tolle talks about how to live in the present moment right through the day. And it is possible. There's a lot of techniques he has given, and some of the techniques will definitely work, but it needs a lot of patience. So I have come up with a couple of things which I am practicing every single day, and I could see a lot of changes in me. So I want to bring that to you so you all can use it. It might help you, but actually it's one of the tools. You can use it and see how it's going to work for you in the next couple of weeks. Now, first of all, what I normally do is to be in the present moment. I always breathe consciously. Every 5 to 10 minutes, I'll take 5 to 6 deep breath. Take deep breath, and sometimes what I do is after the fifth breath, I'll take the sixth one. I go again, and then I hold and I squeeze my head like that. Squeeze. The reason I do this is because the brainstem, the directory of hormones at the back of the brainstem. So when you breathe in oxygen and bring all the oxygen right to the top of the head, and then you squeeze it, what will happen is the endorphins, the serotonin, the dopamine, cannabinoids, opiates, they all get released. And when they start releasing, you will see sort of a euphoria, sort of a joy, a happiness you'll have there. So if you consistently do that, that's one of the best way to live in the present moment, because most of the time when a negative thought pops up, all you have to do is just take 5 to 6 deep breaths, squeeze your head, and then just release it. What you're doing is you're actually anchoring as well to that thought. So the thought disappears and you'll feel much more joyful, much more happy as well. Now, the second thing what you need to do is every single day in the morning and before you go to sleep, take 30 minutes of your time. Sit in a comfortable place. You can sit on a mat if you like, but I normally sit on a chair. Sit. And then what you need to do, make sure you're sitting right in front of a wall, a plain wall. If there is like power switch is fine, but a plain wall will be great. And sit facing the wall, and then have a clock, a small ticking clock. It goes tick, 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 tick next to you. And then all you have to do, focus your attention on the wall. First, you start taking 3 to 4 deep breaths, first of all, and that calms you down. And once you take the third or fourth breath, release all the oxygen, the carbon dioxide, exhale it completely, and then I just sit and then relax. Just focus your attention on the wall. Every time a thought pops up, don't get annoyed, don't get paranoid, because the moment you start calming yourself, thousands of thoughts will actually flood in your brain, one after the other. Some of them are good thoughts, some of them are happy thoughts, some of them are very sexually, whatever, negative thoughts, some of them are very aggressive thoughts. You'll get all sort of thoughts coming into your brain in that time. But all you have to do is do not try to force your thought away. Just let go and you focus your attention on the wall. If you consistently do that, you'll be very successful. So sit there, thoughts let it pop up, doesn't matter. You focus your attention on the wall, and also you're also listening to the clock ticking as well. It goes tick, 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 tick. So the wall is a plain wall, so you don't see anything in front of you. Just watch it and then listen to the sound. And every time a thought pops up, just say to yourself, I'm going on the other side of the wall. You're not in front of the wall, you're on the other side. And immediately bring your mind back to the wall in the front. So when you bring it to the front of the wall, you're calm, you're relaxed, and you have no thoughts, because there's no words there, there's no content, there's no images, no pictures, just plain wall and the sound. Start doing it. You may be able to do 5 minutes at a time. Then you can increase that to 10 minutes, then 20 minutes, 30 minutes, and then suddenly you'll be able to do for an hour or so. It's a matter of practice. I've just started practicing it. I could see that I'm doing quite well, and the attention I can hold my attention for quite some time. That's a beauty. And every time I feel that I want to take a deep breath, I'll go again, take some deep breath, and I start this again. It's a good exercise. So start with some deep breaths, where the conscious deep breathing, that's the most important thing. And then what you do, when you sit quietly, sit in front of the wall, focus your attention on the wall, listen to the sound, the clock ticking. And then every time a thought pops up, just say to yourself that you're going on the other side of the fence and you have to come to the front again. So every time you do that, slowly your thoughts come, your thought pattern comes down, and you'll see the difference. And right through the day, when you're walking on the road as well, just focus your attention. If you're actually on the road, you see trees, watch the trees. If you see cars, watch the cars. Try not to look at people all the time, because sometimes people walk with pain body. They have all the worries and sadness and stress, so you don't want to see that. Unless you need to help someone, go ahead and do it. That's great. But otherwise, just focus your attention on nature, the car that is going on the road, whatever it is, the buildings. And as you start doing it, you'll be able to bring your mind slowly calming down, and finally the mind will be under your control. Keep in mind, once the frontal lobe is under your control, you are the king. You can do whatever you want. So if you practice this probably 30 minutes in the morning, 30 minutes in the evening, for probably a couple of months, and you'll see the difference, amazing difference. And pass this information to other people if you like. Wonderful. Have a beautiful day.